When talk about long-term investment in software, test is crucial. In this video, I explain why test is crucial for us as software engineer. Hello you, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Otavio Santana and I'm super glad to receive you as software engineer or architect who wants to become an ultimate software engineer, an engineer who wants to apply more the best practice around open source. So subscribe in my YouTube channel. After talk about documentation, the next step is cover more about tests. Why this sequence? Especially because as documentation, test is a long-term investment, because you can guarantee that you're gonna do the same mistake twice. Why? Because tests can verify and guarantee the current behavior. So for example, you write a code, for some reason you find a bug, you can write a test and guarantee that the next move is to fix the code, to guarantee that this next step code will follow and avoid the mistake. This time, every time that you change your code, you can guarantee that your code is working correctly, avoiding doing the same mistake twice. Test helps as documentations, test helps to refactoring your code, because you can refactoring and guarantee that you are not make any mistake. Change the code if without change the behavior, it is important as well. You can increase the quality of your code doing tests, because you can do step by step using, for example, TDD, test-driven design, to make sure that every step that you're doing are working properly. So test is amazing guarantee to code quality, and also helps you to simplify your code process as well. We mentioned documentation, and as documentation, tests provides levels of tests. For example, you can start with the cheapest one, that is a unit test, where you test the unit of the class. For example, you are using a rich model and you want to guarantee that it's working properly your entity, for example, or you created a value object and you want to guarantee this value object is immutable and follow the procedure that is supposed to do. Tests can help you with that as well. And then we have, for example, the integration test, that is a little bit more expensive than your test, where you can check your service with another component or another service. For example, I want to check my service with a database or another service, or requesting a third-party integration, for example, a payment provider and so on. This one is more expensive. It might take time because I need to start as a server, a database, and so on, and then execute my tests. Both are important. Both are crucial. Okay, so your tests, integration tests, end-to-end tests, and so on. But explore and understand that cheaper means fast, so you can explore more and create more unit tests than integration tests and so on, using the pyramid test idea. You can use tests to verify your code quality as well. You can explore the ArchUnity. This way you can run tests to verify if your code design is following properly what it's supposed to do. For example, the entity should not receive ATP requests. You can use ArchUnity to verify that. If you are a Java developer, my favorite test stack is JUnit Jupiter with AssertJ, especially the Fluent API, Testcontainer, and at least those three are amazing. So if you're using Spring, you can use the Spring tool or Quarks tools and so on. So if you're using REST, you can use REST assurance. And furthermore, another device is export mock when it makes sense. This way you can focus more in business. Trust, Hibernate, and other frameworks provides a lot of tests. Work more to test what there is no test, for example, your business code. So you can explore naturally more the mock. For example, Mockito to focus more in the point that is unsafe, that usually is your business. So that is it for today. So we cover why tests important. As I mentioned, it's a long-term investment where we have levels, like a pyramid levels. You can start with the cheapest one, unit test, and then go up to M2M, integration test, and so on. You can test your code quality as well. And finally, to work with metrics, to make sure that your tests are going to the right direction, you can combine two metrics: the coverage test with the mutation test to verify if you have enough coverage lines codes with a strength of code. So work with the combination of both. Okay? Coverage and test strength. That is it for today. The reason that I'm talking about tests because it is one of the 6 pillars of the ultimate software engineer, a person who applies more about the open source practice in your career to move it forward. I write a book about it, so if you want to learn more, the link is on the description of this video. That's all for today. Please let me know your thoughts about tests, and that is it. Bye.